The floor is colder than she expects. Not just cold, hungry, as if the concrete itself is alive, waiting to steal what little warmth remains in her legs. Anna Fisher stands still, boots planted inches apart, arms pressed tight against her coat. The fabric smells of smoke, old wool, and something sour. Fear that has soaked into it over weeks of running. Hiding, waiting. Her breath fogs the air in short, uneven bursts. Each one sounds too loud in the cavernous hall. Concrete. Steel beams overhead. Bare bulbs humming like insects that never sleep. She shifts her weight just slightly. Pain shoots up her calves, sharp and bright, like needles pushed beneath the skin. A voice barks in English. She doesn't understand the words, but she understands the gesture. A hand snaps downward. A rifle tilts forward. A head shakes once. No. Anna straightens again. Around her, dozens, no hundreds of women stand the same way. Too close. Shoulder to shoulder. Some taller, some barely more than girls. Hair braided hastily. Scarves tied with shaking fingers. Faces gray with dust and hunger. No one is allowed to sit. Not on the floor. Not against the wall. Not even for a moment. They won't let us sit, someone whispers behind her. Disbelief cracking the words in half. Anna swallows. Her legs are already trembling, and she has only just arrived. It begins days earlier, though time has stopped behaving properly. The march starts at dawn. The sky is the color of wet ash, low and heavy, pressing down on everything beneath it. Anna remembers thinking the clouds looked tired, like they too had seen too much. They walk, past factories with shattered windows, past rail yards twisted like broken ribs, past houses that are no longer houses, just rooms exposed to the open air, beds, chairs, a child's doll staring at nothing. Her boots are not made for this. They were factory boots, thin soles, worn smooth by concrete floors, not frozen roads. By midday, she cannot feel her toes. By evening, she can feel nothing else. A woman beside her, Liselotte, a seamstress from Cologne, wraps strips of cloth around her feet. It's better than nothing, she says, forcing a smile that doesn't reach her eyes. They have been told many things about the Americans. That they are brutal, that they hate Germans, that women disappear in their camps. Propaganda posters flicker through Anna's mind as she walks. Monstrous hands, grinning enemy faces, slogans printed in bold black letters. She tries to hold on to them. Fear at least feels familiar. They ride trucks for part of the journey. Wooden benches, no backs. Wind slicing through the canvas like knives. The engine smells of oil and burned metal. Someone vomits. Someone else cries silently, her face buried in her sleeves. At night, they sleep standing in barns, leaning against one another like fallen dominoes stacked upright. Anna writes in her small notebook when she can, the pencil stub trembling between her fingers. Diary, I don't know where they are taking us. My legs feel like they belong to someone else. I am afraid of sleeping because when I wake up, I have to stand again. When the camp finally appears, it doesn't look like a camp. It looks like a factory that has given up. The gates open with a metallic groan. No slogans, no flags, just barbed wire sagging under its own weight. Inside, warehouses converted into barracks, windows boarded or broken, concrete everywhere. The first thing Anna notices is the floor, bare, gray, endless. The second thing is the rule, stand. Stay up! The words are shouted in English, then repeated in clumsy German by a tired-looking translator. Hands wave downward when someone tries to crouch. Heads shake. No explanation. At first, everyone assumes it's temporary. Processing, counting, an inspection. Minutes pass. Then an hour. Legs begin to shake openly now. Knees lock. Backs stiffen until pain crawls up the spine like a living thing. A girl near the front, no older than 19, sways. Someone reaches for her. Too late. She slides down the wall and collapses onto the concrete with a dull, hollow sound. A sharp intake of breath ripples through the line. Guards move quickly, not angrily, urgently. One kneels. Fingers press against her neck. Another calls for a medic. She is carried out. The floor remains empty. The rule remains. No sitting. By afternoon, the pain has teeth. By evening, it has weight. They want to break us, Liselotte whispers, lips barely moving. Anna doesn't answer. She is afraid that if she opens her mouth, she will scream. The body learns a new kind of pain. Night falls early. The lights inside the barracks never fully dim. Harsh white bulbs hum overhead, casting shadows that stretch and distort. The women are still standing. Muscles stop burning and go numb instead. That is worse. Numbness feels like betrayal, like the body quietly giving up. "If I sit," a woman whispers nearby, "I don't think I'll stand again." Anna understands exactly what she means. American medics arrive. Real ones, clean uniforms, calm movements. They walk slowly along the line, eyes scanning ankles, toes, faces. One kneels in front of Anna. His hands are warm as he presses gently against her calves. He frowns. He says something sharp to an officer. The officer hesitates. Nothing changes, not yet. Food arrives the next morning. Thin soup, bread hard but edible. They eat standing. Outside, guards sit on crates, stretching their legs, laughing quietly among themselves. The contrast burns hotter than hunger. They think we're animals. Someone mutters. Anna clenches her fists. Anger gives her strength, but it also makes her tired. By the third day, an older woman, mid-30s, strong voice, steps forward. "My legs," she says in broken English. "No sit pain." The guard looks at her. Really looks. He calls a medic. The medic kneels. Presses, checks, waits. Then he stands. "They need benches," he says. "Wood, not the floor." The officer exhales. "Or we'll lose more," the medic adds. Planks appear by afternoon. Rough, uneven, raised just enough off the concrete. Not enough for everyone. Sitting is allowed in shifts. Only briefly. Only on wood. When Anna's group is told they can sit, no one moves at first. Sitting feels wrong now. Like a trap. Slowly, carefully, she lowers herself. The relief is so sudden it makes her dizzy. Her legs shake violently. Tears spill down her face, hot and unstoppable. She laughs at the same time, a soft, broken sound that surprises her. Around her, others cry. Others stare at the floor as if afraid it might disappear. The guards watch. Not smiling, not cruel, just making sure no one stays too long. Understanding comes slowly, in fragments, whispers. They're afraid of frostbite, someone says days later. They lost toes, another adds. Men, earlier. Anna writes again. Diary, mercy is strange here. It hurts before it helps. I don't know how to feel. Socks are issued. Dry cloth replaces wet rags. Boots are inspected. The system becomes routine. Stand, walk, sit, stand again. The propaganda begins to crack, not with violence but with confusion. Why prevent suffering after causing it? Why explain nothing, then fix everything? At night, Anna dreams of chairs, of kitchens, of warmth, of her mother's voice telling her to sit down just for a moment. By early 1945, transfers begin. Names are called. Destinations announced. Some women will go home. Others will move on. Anna stands one last time in that barracks, looking at the floor that once terrified her. She understands now. But understanding does not erase the pain. It only reshapes it. They won't let us sit, she had whispered in disbelief. Now she knows. Sometimes in war, help feels like cruelty when no one has the strength left to explain it. She steps forward when her name is called. Her legs hold, and that somehow feels like victory.